Knight of Swords, and then the Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful. And then on the bottom we have, is that the Queen of Pentacles? Yep, Queen of Pentacles. So, we've got really positive, we've got some challenging, you've got an interesting medley, but it all ends up in the right space. So you have new things coming up. You have spiritually, emotionally, you're on a new level. You have learned the lessons you needed to, and now you're applying them to go further on your road, which is beautiful. Sorry, my mic is being funny, so I'm trying to fix it real quick. All right, so the Ace of Swords and then the Ace of Cups. Ace of Swords is the beginning of something mentally stimulating, something that really hits you in the mental plane. It could also be the beginning with an air sign. So air signs are Gemini, Libra. Who am I missing, everybody? Gemini, Libra. I've been just blanking on my signs today all day long, so when I come up with it, I will let you know. Ace of Cups is water signs. It's also emotional. It is, starting something that emotionally is enthralling to you, and it's also water signs. So that's Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. This is killing me about my air signs. Who did I say? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So, and then in the past we have the Knight of Wands. So this, I feel like, so this Knight of Wands signifies something in the past, in the last month to 6 months, sometimes even up to a year. Wand is fire energy, so that's going to be of spirit, of vigor, of, being over and beyond, performance-esque. And knights can be kind of, can be someone in their like mid-20s, early teens, mid-20s, 30s even, early 30s. But their message is going the wrong direction. It's going into the past. It's trying to pull you back into something that you already did. It's not pushing you forward to where you actually want to go. So the challenge is to let go of this person or this idea that is trying to pull you in the wrong direction. And I feel like they're going to be doing it they're going to be very tempting. They're going to tempt you in the ways that you most want to be tempted. Okay? So pay attention to that. If somebody is possibly pulling at different strings of yours, but in your heart, in your mind, especially in your heart and mind, because these are new beginnings. If it doesn't resonate with you, then slowly walk away. Because what we have over here is the Ten of Cups. So this is, joy, happiness, contentment with everyone and everything around you. And so you are supposed to be going this way. You're not supposed to be going, back this way. So this Knight is bringing you in the wrong direction. And even if you are in your 20s or your 30s, I feel like this energy you will recognize as being younger than you. So it could, I feel like a student energy in a way. Like you feel like you're teaching them. Not saying that you're a teacher. You could be a teacher, and that you have some students who are trying to pull you in the wrong direction. But I have this feeling like even if they're the same age as you, even if they're older than you, you just have this feeling of like a young soul in them. Like you can see that in them. Because you have a lot of reasons to celebrate, Virgo. You have the Three of Cups here in the subconscious. So you know what you want to do and what you want to complete. And in some regards, you have already done that. Or you're about to, and you can see it. So you have all this reason to celebrate, and you really, in a way, you want to let that out to the world, but you know it's not the time, because this is the transition. You're transitioning, and this is transformation. This is the death card. So surrounding you, you could have all of these really bad things happening. People bringing in really bad news. You could have been ill yourself. But this is transformation. This is the death of things not working to make space for things that are. And so you know that all of this is going on, and I really feel this on the collective too, is that we are letting go of certain things to allow for new energies to guide us in the collective. And you see this, and you see discomfort, you see pain, you see the uncomfort of those around you, and in a way within you too. Disease is dis-ease. But you have some wonderful things to celebrate. And so it's kind of like this bummer in a way. Like you're like, oh gosh, can't we just dance and celebrate tonight? And no one's in that mood. And also you have reason to celebrate. I mean, you're going to a great space. But you also have the Queen of Discs as your foundation. So you are financially and in the earthly realm sitting in a pretty solid place. Even if it feels rocky, I feel like you definitely have the capacity. I mean, you have these two wonderful, the swords, you have the mental agility, and you have the heart to make things happen. And so acknowledge that if you are going through troubles financially, you have all of the tools to overcome it. And then we have the Knight of Cups over here. And so I think you feel like you also kind of in a way have a message to bring and give to the world. And so and you're really excited to share it with everyone. You have a reason. A lot of you, I feel like in the last few months, have found your purpose. That you have found the reason why you are here. And you're so excited to share it with the world, but you just feel like it's the wrong time. And you know what? You might feel like it's the wrong time because everything is going on in a haywire space and in a kind of a painful space. But I think this might be the time for you to kind of let that show. We have the Magician in the environment, so the world is seeing your power, your strength, the tools that you have to create to create what it is you want to create. And you have emotional support too. And I feel like you have some. If you haven't found it, you will find a very deep connection with someone, and it'll definitely make you super duper happy. And so the world is saying, like, you have a choice. The Magician can be helpful to the environment, can wield his magic in a clear, concise way to embetter those around him. Or the Magician can be very selfish and sneaky and use the powers that they have to control and manipulate those around him. So it's up to you. What are you going to do? I would prefer you to rise above. We would really like that. So try to lead with an honest and truthful hand. Because you have all these knights, happening. You have the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Cups. So you have all these messages and people coming into your life and coming out of your life, And the Knight of Swords here is also in a way is going this way. But I feel like they are trying to protect you in a way. Like the Knight of Swords. Swords are, like I said, are air signs. And then the Knight of Cups is taking you to your future. So these messages that you're getting from these people, or these people who are coming into your lives, if they are an air sign or if they are a water sign, I would really listen to them. I would really take take in what they have to say, because I think it will change you for the better. The Knight of Wands, I think, could be a little bit manipulative, but in a way I still think you need to hear this to let it go. Okay? And the Knight of Swords is going to speak to you in a way that is going to put hope in your heart or fear in your heart. And either way, it's needed, though, because you might need just that little dab of fear, like you might be getting a little, like, too celebratory of yourself. And so the Knight of Swords might come in and say, wait a minute, there's still work to be had. And at the same time, like, I get that for a very small percentage. For most of my Virgos, though, for the Knight of Swords, the sense that I get from them is that they're coming in to say, go, do this. Yes, there's all this pain in the world. Yes, people are confused. Yes, there's a lot of death in what we are creating and what we are doing. And this is the time when we need you the most. You know, charge into this so that we have the light and the love that you obviously have already started to cultivate and find. Share it. And we have the Wheel of Fortune at the end, so things are changing for you. Things are really shifting. And the Wheel of Fortune can be positive and it can be negative. So if you're in a good space, do what you know, be honest, be truthful in your powers and your strengths to carry that on, for, you know, the wheel could change and not in your favor. But if you have been going in a way that is your soul destiny, and you have found some lovely people to, you know, help you through it all, I feel like this, you know, Source is saying carry on, because we will support that, you know. You can't really see these cards, can you? There you go. You know, I think that's really more of what the Wheel of Fortune is about for you, is thanking you for doing what's hard, you know? Okay. So, Virgo. Let's call on the angels for added guidance. In the highest of light, the highest of energy, I call on the angels to give us just a little bit more guidance for October. For my Virgos. This one, right there. It's this one. Okay, so vegetarian, vegan, how funny. Okay, so right away, my meat eaters, I eat meat too. It's not saying go vegetarian. Okay, it's not saying that you need to be vegetarian. I'm going to read to you what they have to say. Fresh organic fruits and vegetables give you a boost of high life force energy, which elevates your spiritual frequency. So let me read that again. Fresh organic fruits and vegetables give you a boost of high life force energy, which elevates your spiritual frequency. So this is saying take care of yourself, eat right, you know. You need to be clear, because you are coming into a new cycle for yourself. And what is that cycle going to be? So, you know, keep your body clean, keep it as a temple. You know, treat it as though it's your best asset, because it is one of your best assets. It holds your heart, it holds your mind, it holds your soul for right now, for the time being. Take care of it, nourish it. So it's not saying to just be vegetarian or vegan. It's really just saying make sure you acknowledge what you put in your body is also part of your energy. And like with all of this going on, with the tides changing, how do you want the tides to change? You know, do you want it to change with a bunch of GMOs and chemicals in your body? Or do you want to change with a high life force energy, leading you to a high frequency? Also, drink lots of good water. So, You know, if you trust your tap water, then definitely do that, but it never hurts to just every once in a while treat yourself to a, you know, really pure, clean water that's filtered. So, you know, just make sure that you're keeping yourself in a strong, um, continually rising space. And Virgos, that's truly, truly important for you anyways. Virgos, you are very, your body is very important, especially for a Virgo. You know, a lot of Virgos, like, this is just preaching to the choir, really. You know, you guys already know this. Duh, you do this anyways. But just as a reminder that if you were starting to slip out, um, you know, and wanting to party too hard, drink a lot, you know, drink a glass of water instead. All right, Virgos, thank you so much.